Okay, so Jackie and Simone, they discussed what happened between Simone and Quad at Lisa Nicole's whack ass party. Now the thing about it is, Simone says that her and Quad have never had no type of beef like that. They never got into a screaming match like that. And all she wants to do is mend fences with Quad because she feels like at this point in time, Quad is taking advantage of the fact that she can have a baby whenever she feels like it. But even though she's not really over the age right now, her biological clock is fucking ticking. So she needs her to get on to having a baby like right now. And I understand Simone's concern about that. But what I'm saying is you are way too passionate about another woman's uterus and about another woman's pussy for her to have a motherfucking baby. I don't understand why you're so concerned. I get it. You're her friend. You're her doctor. But at the end of the day, you cannot tell nobody when they should and should not have a baby. It's really none of your fucking business, Simone. Honestly, it's not none of your business, and you just need to mind yours. She'll have a baby when she wanna have a fucking baby, but right now it ain't her time. Let her deal with that on her own. What you're saying to her is not false. It's all true. Cause me personally, I feel like over the age of 35, I feel like you should just, if you're going to have a child, do it then. Don't wait till you 36, 37, 38, 39 to have a fucking baby because, you know, my mother had my youngest brother when she was like 34. So they were saying that she didn't have to do the quote-unquote old lady test for her because she wasn't over the age of 35 when she had him. She was only 34 when she had him. But I feel like this, like I said, at the end of the day, when you over that age, you either need to stop thinking about having one or just have one and get it over with. Don't have no more. That's just how I feel about it. Because I feel like at a certain age, it's too old to have kids. Then you got to think about the future and where you're going to be at that point in time. Because my mother is like 51 now, and she's going to be 52 at somebody's graduation. I don't need nobody to be over that age at somebody's high school graduation. I mean, you got to have it while you're young and while you got it all together. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. No ignorance over here. That's just my personal opinion. Okay. So, Toya and her friend Janice, they have a conversation, and when Toya brings up Heavenly's name, Janice automatically gives her the stank face. And apparently, you know, Heavenly says some bullshit to her, and she pretty much, you know, let her have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically asking her all of these fucking questions about her arrangement with her husband and his damn kids. And I get it. When you meet somebody for 3 damn minutes, you don't go into full detail and say, how does the wife feel about it? Like, give me some time to know you, bitch. Like, that's not really none of your business anyway. That's number one. It's none of your business anyway. But just give me some time to know who the fuck you are before you go into my business like that. And I understand what she means. And Heavenly has a way of doing people like that. She got a way of running her fucking mouth and always speaking out of fucking turn. She's always been like that, and I ain't never liked Heavenly for that. That's the main reason why I don't like that fucking bitch. She always saying stuff to people out of the way. That's why Jill read the fuck out of her last season due to her fucking mouth. You need to watch it, Heavenly. Watch your fucking mouth. Everybody ain't gonna take your shit. Simone and Quad, they meet up to have drinks and they meet up to talk about it. And Quad is still firm on her belief that Simone was doing the absolute most when she called her out for not wanting to have a fucking baby. And she was completely out of sync for how she played that. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck does it matter to you? Like, so much to the point where you got to scream and you got to yell and you got to do this. I get what Quad is saying. She wants to have her coin intact before she decides to bring a baby. And you know, Simone was like, you have a husband and you speaking like you're a single mother. But just like Quad said, a man can wake up one morning and say, I don't want your ass. You ain't get no money from me. We done. That can easily happen. And she just want to make sure that her coin is where she wants it to be before she have a fucking baby, whether she got a husband or not. And that's the truth. You can't be kept all your motherfucking life. You got to think about yourself. What if Greg decides that he don't want to be with a black ass no more? Then what? You know what I mean? So I get what she's saying, but at the same time, how much more time do you have, Quad? You don't have that much time. You like 35 now? That's the moment where that's the critical point of having a baby. That's the critical time. Either you're going to have one at this point or not. And don't wait till you 40 to try to have one. But at the same time, who the hell are we to tell you when you're supposed to have a fucking baby when you need to have one? Your uterus, your eggs, your pussy, your marriage, your husband. That's on you. And ain't got nothing to do with the rest of us. So, Lisa, Nicole, and Mariah, they reunite, and I guess it feels so fucking swell and so good. Fake. But anyway, they meet up, and y'all know I can't stand boring Nicole for nothing. But she said something about Toya making a comment about her having nannies and shit. And I do think that Toya was definitely out of line for making that comment. She did not have to say that. Because Toya, bitch, y'all spending all this amount of money, but y'all ain't paying y'all motherfucking taxes though. Like, you trying to be all lavish and shit, but y'all ain't paying no taxes. So I know you ain't finna pay no nanny to watch your kids when you ain't paying your fucking taxes. You cannot judge her for having a nanny. She got a life, she got a career. Just like Darren got a life, Darren got a career. They need somebody to help them out with raising their child. Bitch, you ain't got nothing but a husband. That's all you fucking got. You ain't got your own money and you ain't got no job. So therefore, you can sit on your ass and nurse your baby all the fuck you want to, because you ain't got nothing else to do. You might as well be that motherfucking daycare center and they damn mother bitch. You ain't got no motherfucking job. You ain't doing nothing for yourself. Eugene bringing home the damn Brian Bacon. What the fuck you bringing? A big ass? Because that's all the fuck you bringing. So have a seat. Simone and her husband Cecil, they talk about the fact that she hasn't seen or talked to her father in months, and because of his alcoholism, she has really stayed away, and she just really feel like she has no point to, she just very conflicted about bringing him back into her fold. And honestly, I understand where she's coming from, because I had my father who I mend fences with 3 years ago. Me and my father never had the best relationship because he was so absent out of my life. And again, let me make this clear. I'm not taking it back and I'm not throwing shade, because I have family members that be looking at this shit and be ready to run their mouth about what the fuck I'm talking about. So let me just make that clear, okay? My father was absent for most of my life, and I only got to see him once a year. And sometimes once every 2 years. You know what I mean? He wasn't around. But he also had his bout with drinking, with drinking a lot. And I never knew how bad his drinking was until me and him decided to bury the hatchet and move the fuck on past our issues. I never knew how bad it was, but I always knew that even when I was young and when he would come down from New Jersey, he always used to drink all the fucking time. But I never realized that he was an alcoholic and he had to have AA meetings. So I do feel like it would be best that you put him in rehab so he can move the fuck on and get over the addiction. And you might be could be a good motivational thing for him. You know what I mean? Like, maybe my dad, I don't know how he got out of his bout with alcoholism, because I wasn't really in his life like that, and he wasn't in mine at the time, so I don't know. Maybe my other siblings know, my other 4 siblings know, but I don't know. But all I'm saying is, I feel like this could be the perfect chance for you guys to rebuild your relationship, because that was the perfect chance for me and my dad. I mean, we're cool now. I don't talk to him every single day, but I talk to him and we have a better understanding and we're cool. We have no problems. So let's talk about Dr. Greg and Quad. They're talking about compromising issues. And she didn't really talk to Greg before she let Monica and her brother live with her. And I felt like that was fucked up on Quad's end. You married to this man, y'all got this house, y'all got this space together. So you should talk to your man before you decide to let your husband, let your family in there. You know what I mean? Like, your family gonna always be your family, but you also got to realize that it ain't just you, it's your husband as well. And you also got to get his opinion on certain things. Now, I think that Dr. Greg is an understanding nigga. I don't think that he would have had a problem with your family living there, but it would have been best if you would have talked to him about it. It would have been pretty, thoughtful of you as a wife to sit there and talk about it. And that's what they mean. That's what he means about compromising. You're already not giving him no baby right now. He wants one right now. He's an older man. Like, he's past his prime. He wants a child. So that's why he feels like you're not compromising. And y'all decided to do better with y'all communication, and y'all compromising. So Mariah has this new beginnings party, and everybody's on edge about that motherfucking shit. And they have every right to be. I mean, everybody wanted to build the hatchet, bury the hatchet, and just put everything, smooth things out with Mariah last season, but she just wasn't here for it. You know what I mean? Like, she was She was just not here to talk about it. And I just feel like this. If you got an issue with people that used to be your friends or whatever, I always feel like it's very important to always be mature enough to put things to the side and see if you can just mend fences. Nobody's saying that you got to be best friends again, but some of the time you have to realize that everything is not worth it. You know what I mean? Everything is not worth it. Every piece of issues that you have with a person ain't worth holding on to. Because at the end of the day, you giving these bitches that you don't even like power over your motherfucking ass. Some things are unforgivable, but there's things in this damn group that's very forgivable and they can get the fuck over it. That's how I feel about it. You know, the situation with Toya, she can get over there. Her and Quad were friends for years. What really happened between y'all that y'all can't get past? You know what I mean? So that's what it was. And Heavenly and Toya, they wasn't really here for coming, but they came anyway. You know, so after they got to the table, Janice called Heavenly out, and as in normal Heavenly fashion, Heavenly calls this woman a bitch first. She goes in on this woman calling her a bitch. She doesn't know, she claims to be so educated and so motherfucking in the know that she does not know how to have a decent conversation with somebody who has an issue with her without cursing and calling them names and saying that they're beneath her. That's why bitches don't like her motherfucking ass, and that's why I don't like her motherfucking ass. And I just want her to calm her motherfucking nerve. Bitch, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. Like you a dentist, okay, but you get on a wretch like everybody else, but you want to be above so much, and you can't say nothing without using a fucking cussing word, and you cannot say anything without insulting somebody's intelligence. Fuck you, bitch, because if you was really that motherfucking important, and if you had that much sense, you would know how to talk to somebody in a mature fashion. But you don't know how to do that. That's why Janice read your motherfucking ass. But that was really the gist of this episode of Married to Medicine. Like, rate, subscribe. All my social media stuff is at the bottom of the video. And be on the lookout for my Love and Hip Hop Hollywood video. And I'm out of here. Y'all just pray for me. Because I've been really debating on doing Bad Girls Club. I have not did not one video since the week before last. And I've been saying I'm going to do it, but I'm over these girls. I'm so over these girls at this point. Y'all just have to pray every time Tuesday come. Because I don't know if I'm going to do a review for the rest of the season. I really don't know. I think I have a Bitch Are You Serious coming out this week. A story time. And of course, another Salute Saturday. I'm going to be saluting another YouTuber this Saturday morning. So be on the lookout for that. And I'm out of here, y'all. Till next time. Have a good one. Peace. I should talk about that bitch that tried to come for me yesterday on Facebook. I should talk about that bitch.